Alright, John, Andrew, Nate, Emma. I'm going to do this problem from lesson 3. John said adding like terms. Hold on 1 second. I had to shut my door so that I couldn't hear all the noise in my house. John said adding like terms, but then he gave me lesson 3, problem number 17, which is not adding like terms. This one's just simplifying. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do one where you actually add like terms. If you guys have a question, you need to email me which ones you have trouble with, because your class is going to be a little different than the other class. Email me the question and I'll make you a video. If you don't ask for help, then you're not going to get it. So it's going to be too hard to cover everything in class. So this works really well for me. I can do these videos in a couple minutes and try to help you out as we go. So this one, it just says simplify. So if you remember, to simplify, we multiply. If it's an exponent, if it's a power to a power, then we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply these. So we're going to multiply all the powers to the powers first, and then we'll see what to do next. Okay, so I'm going to do that. If I take x to the 0 to the negative 3, that's x to the 0. Anytime you have x to the 0, remember it's just 1, so we don't need to do that one. So we're going to have y to the negative 6, y to the negative 2, and p to the 0, this would just be 1. Since we're multiplying 1 times anything, it's just itself, so you can just cross it out if you're multiplying. Then on the bottom denominator, we're going to have x to the minus 8. This is just going to be 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1, so this is just times 1. And finally, we're going to have p to the negative 6. So hopefully I have the right variables here. I think I copied the problem wrong. Actually, no I didn't. I should have checked that before I started. Okay, now we're just going to clean it up. It doesn't say whether the variables should all be positive or negative, or all in the numerator or all in the denominator. So I'm just going to start cleaning up. Once we're multiplying variables, like if we have x squared times x cubed, remember how we add our exponents, you get x to the 5th? Well, here we have the bases the same, and we're multiplying, so we're going to add the exponent. So that's going to give us y to the negative 8. And then on the bottom, we have x to the negative 8, p to the negative 6. You could leave it like that, that's simplified, or you can make all the variables positive, so you get x to the 8th, p to the 6th, over y to the 8th. Remember, to make them positive, you just move them from the numerator to the denominator. So let me just check the answer on that real quick. Lesson 3, 17. What they do is they have all of the variables in the numerator, which you can leave it like I have it, but in the back of the book it's going to look like this: x to the 8th, p to the 6th, y to the negative 8. Okay, let's look at one more real quick. Oops. Alright, slide this over. This is number 15 in your book, and this one says from lesson 3, add like terms. So I thought this is what you were having trouble with, John. So let's try this. First thing you want to do is you want to clean up the fractions here. So I'm going to leave the first one as it is. 2x, negative 2x to the 5th, y to the 4th, plus, now I'm going to clean this up. We have y's numerator and denominator, x numerator and denominator. Let's just move them all up just so you can see what we're doing. So we have x stays up. We're going to move this one up and make it positive. Remember, when you move it from numerator to denominator, the sign changes. Y to the 3rd, y to the 1st, plus 4x to the 3rd. I'm moving this up, so the sign's going to change to negative, y squared, y to the negative 1. Okay? I just moved everything in the same place. Now we can add the like terms. Or not add the like terms, we can do the ones with the bases the same. So we get negative 2, x to the 5th, y to the 4th, plus 3, x to the 5th, y to the 4th. Okay, now we can add with the same bases. Remember, there's a 1 if there's nothing written. We add these together, same bases, we add our exponent, plus 4, x to the 3 minus 1 would be 1, y to the 2 minus 1 would just be 1. We look to see if any of them have the same, if they're like terms. To be like terms, they have the same variables with the same exponents. And you can see this one and this one are like terms. So we get x to the 5th, y to the 4th, because it would be minus 2 plus 3 would give us our 1. But we don't usually write our 1s in algebra. And then we'd have plus 4xy, nor do we write 1s as our exponents. So hopefully that's the right answer. I'm going to check real quick. This is number 15. X to the 5th, y to the 4th. Yep, right answer. Okay, so hopefully that helps. You just want to simplify each of your terms. Remember, these are terms. And then after you simplify the terms, then you can see if you have any like terms. So hopefully that helps. Please email me specific problems so that I can do them, and then just watch them, and we'll go over all this in class tomorrow too.